and then go market. Like I said, we don't have Zone 2 knowledge because we never got to scan the ring console, and the only information we have is the fact that I saw a team go towards middle skies. So there's no point in us moving. Like, we can't move here.
Now, eventually, Hawkus does realize what the end zone is going to be.
I think it's the outside zone here. I think it's the outside zone.
Problem is, by the time that he does, APAC North Team Babo has already flown in behind them and taken the potential spot.
Keep flagging right there, this side.
And because of all of this, Falcons have a clear and easy rotate.
Do you know?
No.
No. I'm with you all, team.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, boys.
Alliance did have beacon. They just couldn't hit it because they were fused. But if they were playing a character like Cat or like Watson or something, I think Cat was banned by now, by this time. Actually, no, Cat. Someone played Cat this game. Cat was not banned, but if they play like an actual console character and not fuse, this game would have been. It would have been. I don't know if I would have been like. It would have been harder, but like we would definitely not win because like I don't know. It's hard to tell because it really depends on what Alliance. Because Alliance, if Alliance had a console character, they would have played the building, and then it would have been up to them whether or not they're going to third party our fight, the way we did to the other teams that were playing like on the other side of tracks. So, but I'm sure, like I'd be pretty confident if Alliance was playing the building, they would know that it's us on the back of tracks, and they would just focus us. They would probably try to, I think the same exact thing. I don't know, like realistically, in my opinion, I think they would just won the game. They would have done the same exact thing that we did if they were at the building. They would have third-partied our fight because they would have been able to take us out and then just, like, naturally win the game from there after that. That's, like, that's what I think would happen, but I don't know how Hawkus would have, like, played it, to be honest. But, no, like, I don't think a single SkyWest team would ever play, like, a console character when Fuse is not banned, so... It doesn't even matter if you get the Evo. The thing is that when you have a zone and you're landing Sky West and you can't hit the beacon without getting blue, you will always run into the Countdown team because Countdown is so much quicker to loot compared to Sky West. So by the time you get blue armor, let's say he got the Evo but then was able to get away, there's no way he's going to be able to hit the beacon because Countdown is like running through where the beacon is. So like the only way they would have done well this game, they would have had to play the console character. But the problem is like playing a console character from Sky West, majority of the time when you're playing Sky West, you're going to be playing Edge, which means you won't have a zone. So you want to be playing characters that would help you play Edge or having zones that are like far away. So like playing Watson or Catalyst from Sky West is just hindsight. Like there is just it's kind of like unlucky. It's kind of like unlucky that they got a zone on their head because of they're playing Fuse. Like you kind of don't want to have a Skyhook zone, basically. Like you really don't want to have a Skyhook zone if you're Alliance because of stuff like this. But if they didn't literally just went straight for the Evo, I'm sure that's what they did. I'm sure that's probably what they did. If they didn't, then that was a mistake. They could have probably cut some loot, and they could have done that. Yeah. They could have done that, but I don't know if they did. I don't have their POV. Why does console character make the difference? Because if you're a console character, you can hit the beacon as soon as the zone pops up on your map. If you don't have a console character and you're playing Fuse is not a console character. Fuse is an assault character, but he's able to hit the beacon, but you have to get blue armor first. So the time between when the map or when the first zone shows and when the Evo spawns, and by the time you get the Evo, there's a huge amount of time in between that like period. So like you can hit beacon on a console character within maybe like a minute or two of when you land, but if you're playing a character like Fuse, you have to wait for the Evo to spawn because Evo doesn't spawn until like a certain minute in the game, and then not only you have to wait for it to spawn, you have to go get it, and it's not usually always like in a spot where it's like in your path where you're looting. So like all that time like accumulated to the point where Countdown, because they were playing a console character but they didn't have console, but they knew, it's like so much shit to explain, but basically both Countdown and Alliance, the teams, they both knew the zone was going to be in Skyhook. They didn't know where exactly because there's so many possibilities, but Countdown, since they have a console character, they can go to Skyhook and hit the beacon. But since also another thing, if you're landing Sky West, you are going to be very, very split looting because you're going to always have one guy doing trials. So that means if you're ever having a zone on top of you and yeah, countdown is coming, which is always going to happen, you can't hit the beacon by yourself. You can't because your teammate is completely split from you and they can't help you. So countdown has the authority over Sky West to hit the beacon because they're 3-man rotating, while Hackus was still doing trials and getting Evo and whatever. Realistically, I don't know if Unlucky should have cut his loot out or cut some of his loot off. Maybe he did and it still wasn't like quick enough. I don't really know. But yeah. Yeah, the comp that they're playing is just hindsight. Like them playing Mirage. I think it's kind of weird they're playing Mirage. I guess they need a map room character. That's probably why they were playing it. But either way, like their comp was mainly to play for edge and take fights and not like play for zone. Like it's not a zone comp. So like, you know, more than likely, majority of the time when you're playing Sky West, you're not going to have a zone. So you want to be playing a comp that plays into that. And unluckily, even though, you know, typically when you get zone on your head, it's a good thing, right? But in this scenario, it's not because one, you don't have enough time to hit the beacon right away. And two, like you can't predict the zone off of first zone because there is so many different endings in Skyhook. So it was kind of unlucky. It was kind of unlucky for Alliance to get a zone on their head and lucky for us to get a zone. Like it was like perfect for us and like unlucky for them, basically. In that scenario.
Skyhook and toward.
Like it would have been like so brain dead for Alliance to be like, yeah, let's play a zone like comp. Let's play Wraith, Watson, Bangalore, like how we did in this game, and just play zone. But you can't even play zone from Sky West unless you have the zone on you or on your side of the map. But like I said, you're playing on like you're basically gambling. Like for one game, are you going to have a zone on your head or it's going to be like, it's like a 20-80% chance, like 20% to 80% chance of you getting a zone, like near you or on you, as like a SkyWest team. So it's like, obviously you're going to gamble the fact that you're going to go for the 80%. I'm going to play comp 80% of the time that is going to happen in the zone or for the zones and not the 20%. And obviously like it didn't like help them this game at all.
Towards the hill, and this is a game-defining moment. SAUL, the team who took Epicenter from Falcons in the POI draft, essentially mirrored the exact same rotate.
And like the reason why we're playing a zone comp is because survey camp, we were only able to get survey camp, which means we have like literally no loot. So we are basically forced to play Watson. Same thing with this team right here. They're also playing Watson because they're only landing Epicenter. So like certain POIs, like on World's Edge, like Epicenter, Survey Camp, fucking Big Mod, even, like, you're kind of forced to play Watson because you don't have enough meds to sit in the zone, which is why we were on Watson. And then, obviously, I think we had a beacon this game, luckily, and we also like, we were very confident, just like everyone else, where like the zone was ending in Skyhook, but as soon as we hit the beacon, you know, we all knew, like, we just had to leave. Like, I didn't even loot, like, half of my shit. Like, I'd even loot my entire loot route. Like, I left with, like, I think only 6 cells or something, and that's it. Like, I had nothing.
And took arguably one of the best spots you can have in this zone, the northern tracks.
Bang Watson team top building, someone's on the Spire as well, like the Needle.
Yeah.
I assume one of these two teams is going to be Alliance. Like maybe
I mean, there should be Alliance and
It's going to be,
Falcons.
yeah, it's both,
Both match point teams.
But the issue with this spot is that because of its strength, many teams will try to siege it throughout.
You know the funniest thing that is, like, I talked about this on the Apex podcast. This entire game, from when you listen to voice comms of other teams, like this team and then like Strafing Flames team, and even Twisted Minds, this goes to show how little like teams think about other teams. Like the fact that they didn't even like think about, oh, Alliance is not going to be playing Watson. Like, why would Alliance be playing Watson from Sky West? There's no way that's them. Like, okay, they might be Falcons, but like Alliance is not gonna play Watson from Sky West. That's just like stupid. So like they like completely like fucked up on that guess. Strafing Flame also fucked up on his like guess of us playing Fuse from fucking Survey Camp, which makes 0 sense. Like it would make 0 sense for us to be playing Fuse from Survey Camp. That's just like another like completely like wrong judgment. And then Twisted Minds, I don't even think they even thought about a single fucking team being on match point. And like the whole point of what I'm saying is that like the best teams in this game not only like are able to think about what they're going to do, but they can predict and assume what other teams are going to be playing, where they're going to be playing, and what they're going to do. And you can also listen to like our comms this game. Zero literally knew that the team that was playing the little ravine here was the team that he called, like player K. Like we knew 100% it was them. And like that's just like one of the main differences between like us with us and Alliance compared to everyone else. Like everyone is always like so focused on their own gameplay and like what they're going to do that they just completely forget about like other teams completely. Yeah, Strafing Flame inted us at the building, or they inted Twisted Minds at the building because he thought we were playing Fuse. For some reason, he thought we were playing Fuse because, yeah, typically we do play Fuse, but, like, you can't play Fuse from Survey Camp. You have to play Watson. And what is the point of you, like, this comp right here? Like, look at this comp. Fuse, Watson, Wraith. Why would you play Fuse instead of Bangalore? Because you mainly only play Fuse if you're playing Edge and you would need a console character. But you already have Watson, and you're going to be playing Zone majority of the time. So why would you be playing Fuse when you could be playing Bangalore and get way more, like, efficient pick? So it's like, I don't know, that was like a complete, like I said, wrong judgment from Strafing Flames, like, I don't know, like call in-game. Maybe it was like a panic one because he got downed. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, assuming that we were playing Fuse from Survey Camp was just brain dead, like complete brain dead, and actually just, like, helped us a lot. So... But yeah, it was like so many combinations of like teams just being fucking lost. Like Strafing Flame, like not understanding. Like when you have only 2 teams on match point and you're going into a fucking zone where both teams are able to get in a god spot and you're not thinking about what they're going to be possibly playing and where they're going to be, like what like position they're going to be at. Like what the fuck? You've been like AFKing the entire game and you still don't even know who's who. Like that's just like basic shit. Like complete basic shit. Like if I was like let's say I wasn't a team that was in match point and I saw the zone and I like let's say the team that was match point was Survey Camp in Sky West and I saw the zone, I would be like, oh fuck, like this game is my end. Like this game might end because the 2 teams, one of them is gonna have like a god spot. But no one like for whatever fucking reason couldn't figure out who was who and because they were just lost.
Maybe it wasn't Bang down here.
Kind of looked like Play K's skin, but. I don't know if they're changing the
This is
skins
an
or not.
example of us
Definitely
knowing
Play 100%.
who's
They know it's us.
Yeah, he would definitely know it's us.
And to likely know that it is Falcons playing this building leads to a plan from Zero.
Team in the back has like the best fight.
I think, no, but we can hard fucking pinch them. If we're in third at all, we pinch them the fuck out of them.
Me and Zero agreed that we need to
They
like
should really leave that building top right,
get the
but
spot later
if
on.
they do, I can't easily hold
got
up.
stuck back here. I'll be real. Falcon land or like evac Falcon, anything land on you.
As soon as that Falcon went up, we were all aware that at some point it was going to happen if they were alive. And as soon as it went up, we all went, all right, we're getting hard entered and landed on.
Basically nowhere else to go.
Flying towards us. My guy was
Like these guys, okay, like I don't know any of these guys. Like I'm sure they're cool people, but like their gameplay is so fucking stupid. Everyone knows it's them and they're coming. That's how fucking stupid it is. Because they're the only one that do it, and it's that fucking brain dead. And they just know because they're literally the only team that was doing it, and everyone knew it was them. And we like you hear the Valcall and you're like, fuck, these guys are about to do some dumb shit. And they did that to us, to a game that we should have won on E-District. And then now they do it here. Watch this shit. And this is how we third party.
going on. 50-50 red. I've hit them. Okay, I'm coming back to just go. Yeah, this let me. Yeah, going in between. Coming up. This. Okay, coming.
While Falcons are moving in from the north, Twisted Minds are pinching S8 from the south. But remember the team that we talked about claiming the far side of Trials, Babo? Well, they have been slowly advancing towards Falcons building, and when Falcons leave, they never actually get a clear line of sight of it happening. They never once calmed that the building team left, so this leads to them continuing to play out of the truck as opposed to moving into the superior building that Falcons has left vacant. And this
is when you have like a bad team in finals because you have an open bracket team. Like
same goes for
you can't how are you a finals team and there is only 2 structures in the fucking zone and somehow you never realize that there's nobody in the fucking building. Like, what are you doing?
ALGS on the east. As Falcons is making their move, ALGS is busy clearing out their eastern side, meaning they have complete.
Like, I thought, like, I was nervous. These guys were shitting their pants because they didn't even, like, bother to think that we left the building at any moment.
Completely lost track of Falcons' positioning, and so with Falcons having stolen S8's spot, we have reached a final 5, with Falcons, Furia, Twisted Minds, Babo, and ALGS. Furia are going to die to ALGS walking in from the south, but Twisted Minds, on the other hand, are going to be making a crucial play.
Can I force bottom floor of the building?
Wait, listen, can we... Oh, no, they're here. I hear them.
Okay,
you can try. He's already RV, won't be bad. RV might die.
No, RV would die. I'm going to try to force bottom floor, okay?
Okay. I have a count
if I can't get bottom floor, we're going to play against the bridge here, okay?
Okay.
Albrelelli is going to make a portal play for the building Falcons had left earlier. Had Babo seen Falcons move out from this building, surely they have taken the bottom floor. But they didn't, so it's wide open. And Alb's comms indicate something wild could have taken place.
If I can't get bottom floor, we're going to play against the bridge here, okay?
Okay.
Had the building, specifically the bottom floor, been taken, Twisted Minds were going to try and force a fight onto Falcons at the bridge.
What does it look like?
Take it.
The building is free. Twisted Minds successfully rotate through the center of zone in order to take one of the strongest positions. And for Falcons, now they have work to do. To close out this endgame, they have to start putting pressure onto ALGS in the trench in front of them.
It's top 3. I've got TP. Do we take? They take me. Shut up. I've got one guy. One guy. No, go back. I'm one. One I needed it. 1 HP, bang. Can we just wipe this? Can we wipe, Fred? Is it Falcons? No, I don't know. Are you safe? Fuck. Someone died. Maggie died, I think. I can check it, okay? Okay. There's one guy.
I literally had the best timing in existence here, too. Like, he was putting the fence down, and I was, like, taking the portal as he was putting the fence down, so I never got hit by the fence.
They come? No. Okay, I'm not coming. Just come back. We're so good.
I hate this situation. Like, this entire situation was so, like, annoying because I'm trying to, like, focus on my 1v1 or what's going on, and then I'm also trying to listen to them and asking me if they should come. But I feel like we didn't want to fully commit to the portal because I knew there was only top 3, and if we commit to the fight, we're going to trade, like, guaranteed. But, like, my teammates were, like, so inclined to take the portal because I was taking damage, and when I'm not saying anything, they just assume that I need help or something. I felt like I wasn't playing that well here in the situation because I felt like a lot of pressure, but realistically, what I did or what happened, it was right, like, completely right. Like, we just needed to stop. We needed to get someone killed where the portal was, but not fully commit to it, because we would have definitely lost a 3v3 at the end. Like, if we killed, let's say, Strafing Flames team, took the portal and just fought it, we would have just lost the gun second, for sure.
Peek is here. They're getting shot from Bloodrock now. They should fight. We just have to go. I think we have to go right.
There's a team here. I have no bats, by the way.
I cracked one down here. I'm holding this.
It was not necessarily it wasn't baiting the fight. It was just kind of like pinching them in a way. Like, I wanted to pinch them. I think Zero agreed on it too. When I said I wanted a portal on them, like, Zero was about to say it too at the same time. So, like, I was kind of just trying to create, like, I guess you said, like you guys said, like, a fight. So we're not, like, focused. Because let's say I just AFK'd and, like, we did nothing, we were just going to get absolutely fucked, like, in our little, like, shit tunnel spot because we have no cover. But, like, since I was starting to create, like, chaos and a pinch against Strafing Flames team, it was pretty free after that.
He's still knocked down there. Break that gen.
I have no bats.
Okay.
Yeah, Twisted Minds completely disregarding if anyone's on match point, not even mentioning it at all. They probably thought they were going to win the game.
We need a team focus, guys. I'm gonna beg you both. I'm begging left. He's left.
When Falcons left that building, ALGS were facing the complete opposite way. They never saw them leave earlier in the game. And
when you do these things where you feel like you give a team no choice but to play for second place, shit like this happens. You put players or teams in situations where they have to make a shit decision, a rash decision, a decision that's not fully you know, thought beforehand or planned. You kind of just like, fuck, we're going to die. We don't have a smoke. They're going to kill us. We just need to int and play for second, get points. And that's kind of just like what happened here. Like, sometimes you just gotta like, you gotta force other people to play the game for you. And then it's just fucking free.
With the legend ban system, it's difficult to predict what comps teams are going to end up playing, especially in these late games as a legend diversity reaches an all-time high.
Could win this game. Worth noting, Twisted Minds have Cat, but ALGS, they've moved towards them. They're fighting each other.
Oh
this
my
could
God.
open up.
The door is opened. Enemies trying to hold off the push.
I had no white meds. I was really afraid of dying because I wasn't full health. I had no white meds, but we didn't really have time to like drop white meds.
Here from Falcons. Players down on either side. Falcons up on the high ground. Is this the moment that this squad was put together for? Zero, no bangle. Downs on either side. Falcons just making sure they're patient. Making sure they don't make any mistakes. Albralele. ALGS down. Falcons rising. Falcons champion.